Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. Happy Friday if you're watching this the day that I post. And today we've got a reading for Cancer. So, the pre shuffle from the Ghost Tarot offers us the Two of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, both in the reverse. And as many of you probably already know, our Two of Cups card is all about love. So, when we have it in the reverse, quite often that is a breakup or some sort of difficulty in a love situation. And with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, it's giving me the vibe of somebody who's not willing to go back, somebody who doesn't want to get back into that karmic wheel of lessons because they've already learned from this person. So it's kind of like no, I'm good. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Or a lot. Sorry, guys. I hope you're doing well. Like I said, happy Friday. I think we'll dive in. Let's go with the Fairy Lenormand. Hey, Amor. Do you want to come say hi? Hi, YouTube. My name's Hambone. I'm the smartest cat alive. And probably the cutest. But I know I'll probably get into a couple of arguments with people on that one. I love it, by the way, for those of you that have gotten personal readings and leverage that as an opportunity to send me a picture of your cat. Love it. Totally here for that. Hi, Sue Will. How are you doing? Hello, Heather. Happy Friday. Okay. So we have the clover indicating luck and the fox. Interesting, because if we use those numbers, I would guess most of you would probably think of Valentine's Day, accommodating, of course, for most of the world, putting the month after the date. I gotta say, that makes a lot of sense, you guys. But I think there could have been something that happened on Valentine's Day that caused a little bit of a problem. Not necessarily this year. Maybe Valentine's Day in general was difficult for this relationship because one person wanted to celebrate it and another person didn't. But for the majority of you, what I see as far as significance here is somebody who always seemed to land on their feet, always seemed to find a way to get out of accountability or getting caught for something. So it's almost like a playful trickster vibe, right? Hi there, Nancy. How's it going? What else do we have? The moon and the girl. So this could be for Miss Moon Goddess. Hi there, Patricia. How are you doing? I think we've got somebody finding their calling. It could be that after a significant breakup, whoever I'm reading for, that you were able to more clearly identify what you were put on this earth to do, right? Maybe you have a couple of different skills, a couple of different talents, and it was a little bit, unclear which direction I should follow. But I do feel like there's a new beginning here for you with the girl. For some of you, you may be having a child, or you may have a child that really does help you feel tied to the right path. I think for the majority of you, this is indicative of you having a new beginning, potentially with your career, something that involves a gift of yours. So I do see success for you in whatever this new venture is. We're going to continue with the Tattoo Tarot. Four of Swords in the reverse, Emperor in the reverse, which is also number 4. So 444 or 444 might be important to you. We've got somebody here who has been kind of just like sitting in their own mess. Somebody who failed to act in a situation where they knew that they needed to. And as a result, they, I think, lost you and they don't want to face it. This Four of Swords in the reverse really makes me feel that somebody is purposefully doing whatever they can to ignore what actually happened, because then they might have to actually admit that it's over, or that what they did was a deal breaker, something you can't come back from. So I think this person's kind of living in la la land a little bit, like, oh, no, 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 I can come back from this. I can fix this situation. Can you? I don't know if you can. So you guys, we just had 2 4s. Now we have 2 5s. So some of you may be dealing with a twin flame situation. We've got 5 of Cups in the reverse is somebody who is moving beyond what happened in the past. And with the 5 of Swords in the reverse, I feel like this energy is able to let go of what didn't work out in the past, focus on what could work in the future, and put their time and energy into that. But also being open to, having an adult conversation. Do I need to forgive somebody, right? I don't know if you guys can hear that wind, but it's almost a tornado outside. And the electricity was going out, like kind of blinking back and forth. So we're going to try to make it all the way through this reading, but we do have some other concerns here. Another 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is giving me having the ability to peacefully let go of something instead of needing to, get petty revenge or feel like things were hashed out. This is an acceptance. If I don't get an apology, if I don't get closure, I don't care. Would closure be nice? Sure. Do I need it? No. I think I'm reading for somebody who has figured out how to provide closure for themselves in difficult situations where previously they were pretty likely to wait around for an apology. Like, I want to know why, that kind of vibe. Not a thing anymore. This person is like, I don't need to know why. All I need to know is that you did something you shouldn't have done. You didn't want to apologize for it. So what is meant for me will be for me, and I don't think you're meant for me. That kind of sentiment, right? Let's get some situations cards. What else do we have for Cancer? Connected or plugged in the reverse, and children. So there could be children involved in this situation. Otherwise, you may have met when you were quite young. Another interpretation is this masculine energy could be really like delightful because they are amusing and playful, but frustrating because when it comes time to have a difficult conversation, they're just like lame. Like, I can't handle this. I just want to have fun all the time. Well, life isn't fun all the time. So it feels like there was an erosion of a connection between the two people because one person didn't really want to grow up, just wanted to be in Never Never Land all the time. Oh, thank you so much, Will. Yeah, I try to be amusing, but I think direct is my preferred method of conversation. I think there are already plenty of channels out there that will tell you exactly what you want to hear, a little sugar coating on it or whatever it is. And I think authenticity and honesty and integrity are a really important way to stand out, right? Awesome. You too, Heather. I don't know if you're dealing with any crazy weather, but it is definitely weird. All right, we have journal, wish, and divorce final in the reverse. So some of you, this was not a marriage. You didn't need to have the divorce. You just needed to move out. Others of you are still dealing with, some of the paperwork or proceedings or requirements, especially because we have journal or writing and diary. It does seem to me like if you're going through a divorce, it's important to have documentation. I mean, it always is important to have documentation, but in particular, I feel like there's a piece of information that will really impact your divorce that has to do with either somebody recovering from an illness and how you handled that situation, or somebody having ill will. So, one of those two things, if you're going through a divorce, may come into, you know, the divorce proceedings at some point. Very much so important for you to document or keep notes on the situation. But I also really like that we have the wish card sandwiched in the middle here. I feel like we've got a difficult situation that is being watched over by an angel, somebody who wants to make sure that this goes the way that you need it to or want it to. So you do have a sense of protection here. Hi, let's walk home. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Love affair. For some of you, there was a third party, and this is tied to that piece of information that may be important for you in terms of if you're going through divorce proceedings, because it looks to me like somebody is really doing whatever they can to try to avoid this subject matter in those proceedings. So there is something here about a third party that impacts your legal situation, especially if you have a prenup. All right, let's move on, Cancer. We're going to use, we use the Morgan Greer. What else do we have for Cancer? King of Swords, Three of Pentacles. So you may be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, but mostly the key distinguishing attributes here would be somebody that's a little bit more practical, a little bit less emotional. Even if this is describing our playful masculine energy that didn't really want to grow up, I think we have somebody here who is quite good at avoiding the truth. I'm really drawn to the fact that we have, I think that's wheat in front of the sword, almost like blocking the truth, because the sword always represents honesty, right? They're only telling part of the story. For a lot of you, they're trying to say they did something on their own when they had help, or they're trying to say they were by themselves when they were with this third party. So don't trust this King of Swords to be telling the truth. Remember, he came out as this fox, right? So there could be some connection here that makes this fox feel like they can get away with lying, but they're overestimating their protection. Seven of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't know if you heard that. Hambone's got the zoomies. So with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse added to this, honestly, I feel like there was somebody here who wanted to have their cake and eat it too. It's almost giving me like holier than thou vibes, right? Like, I earned this, I should be able to do this. It's kind of like, oh, well, you're just a stay-at-home mom and I make $300,000 a year, so I should be able to have a side piece, right? There's something about money that made this person feel like they were justified in doing something unfair in the relationship. Disloyal or dishonest. For some of you, it was just hiding money. 10 of Swords. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. I think this person wants to try to have another go at it. Like, this could be, even if you are going through a divorce, like, hey, like, are you sure you want to follow through with this? I feel like, maybe we could do it better this time. Hey, Miss Christina, how are you doing? Oh, I don't know. Are narcissists really sweet? I suppose if they've got the whole love bombing thing down, right? But can we call it sweet if it's just got hidden motives? I don't know. This person doesn't want to see you with anybody else, has some sort of like possessiveness here, right? And I think they feel there's a way to come back from this, but I don't think I even have to tell you that you shouldn't trust them. I think you already know. We might see the high priestess. It feels like I'm reading for somebody who has a pretty strong sense of intuition. Ooh, another double. We've got 8 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's someone putting in a lot of work to keep some piece of information from you. Like I said, for some of you, this is money that they don't want you to know they have, particularly if you're going through a divorce, right? We've got somebody who is trying to keep you in the dark. But you're too smart for this. There's a detail they've forgotten. I don't know why, but I'm looking at how he's holding these tools. And I'm like, hey, wait. What are you doing right there? Are you trying to use the bottom of the tool? There's something here about someone using something wrong. Like, you know how you know how sometimes old people want to do a Google search, but they type it into like the Facebook status. Something like that, right? Like they did something wrong. Like sending flowers to the wrong person, so the names were mixed up, you know? There's something here they did, and I think you can use it to your advantage. Tower in the reverse. King of Cups in the reverse. 3 of Pentacles in the, or sorry, 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. So we have that 4 of Pentacles in the reverse already from the Tattoo Tarot. This could very well be a narcissist. We've got somebody who is doing whatever they can to not lose something. It's like, I'm going to be generous with this because I really don't want you to know that I have this over here, because then you would want that. So it looks to me like there's some emotional manipulation going on here by the masculine energy in hopes that they can avoid some other kind of, it feels like a tangible loss. For some of you, this could be more so trying to make sure that their version of the story is what the social community accepts. So you may be having a little bit of a war of words in terms of who's the bad guy, who's not, you know? That's for Cancer. There's that Queen of Cups, which is Cancer energy, of course. We have the 3 of Cups in the reverse and the Queen of Rods. And this is underneath the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone was acting like they were single when they were not, or somebody let themselves be seduced. Yeah, we have 2 queens here. One of them is beloved, and I think you guys know I love me some Queen of Wands. Ask the Warrior Queen. But this particular Queen of Wands is giving me more so somebody who is, I gotta say, homewrecker. This is somebody who doesn't care who they hurt. Magician. And the Fool. If you're worried about whether you can make something work in terms of a new living situation, a new business, a new job, a new relationship, I see a lot of positivity around the new paths that enter your life as a result of this ending. So I do think there's a sense that somebody is trying to kind of rain on your parade. Um, I think this Queen of Rods or Queen of Wands is jealous of you. All right, let's switch over to, we'll go with the Santa Muerte deck. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, Five of Wands. I love how the skeleton is lighting a match. There are coins coming out from the skull on the Ace of Pentacles that's in the reverse. So I feel like there could be a private detective here. There could be somebody paying someone to lie, someone paying somebody to make someone else look guilty. There's something sneaky here that this masculine energy is hoping to achieve in order to avoid losing something. Five of Cups, Four of Pentacles in the reverse again, right here and right here. There is regret or remorse coming from the masculine side because they're not going to be able to achieve what they want here. There's some kind of money grab or land grab or something that they're trying to do here to make things more difficult for you. And I feel like when they realize that that's not working, that's when they try to turn on the charm to either make it more likely they can get that back or try to get you kind of suckered in somehow where you can't really move away from this person. The World and Two of Cups in the reverse. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse in the pre-shuffle. This is an ending. Somebody here doesn't want to believe that this is actually an ending, but it is. And I feel like it's because somebody didn't want to just admit that something was done that shouldn't have been. There was no accountability, right? This Sun clarifying the Magician is, I know what you did. You can't fool me. Like somebody is so intuitive or enlightened that there's really no hope for this masculine energy to pull the wool over your eyes. Knight of Wands. Somebody's taking action, and I feel like it's uninformed or poorly planned. Yeah, I think somebody's trying to hide property or possibly trying to, write you out of the lease. There's something here to do with a living situation that somebody's trying to mess with. And then we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse and the King of Cups in the reverse. We had the King of Cups in the reverse already. So definitely somebody who feels like maybe I can trick you into not wanting something that I know you want. This person is like a trip. Like, yo, if you're watching, like, you got to stop assuming you're the smartest person in the room here. I mean, Cancer's got you beat. Weird sentence, but like King of Cups, King of Swords, not really going to do so well against the Queen of Cups. Excuse me. See, I'm allergic to BS, and I'm sure you are too. Mm-hmm. Good call, Heather. What else do you have for Cancer? Oh, I guess nothing else. It's like talk a little shit and then Spirit's like, fine, fine, here you go. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Somebody, I think, is going to try to seduce you. Would you like to guess if it's the King of Cups in the reverse? I bet it is. Oh, man. This person's kind of clueless. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make you feel like an idiot, but like, it looks like you do that on your own. Like, this person thinks that they can try this to like screw you out of money and then do this and lie to you. And then like, hey, so we're still friends, right? Do you want to like bang? No. Did you want to like apologize? Page of Cups. Yeah, I think this Page of Cups also makes me feel like you're looking at this person and possibly the third party as like, have you been drinking? Did you sleep enough last? Are you a little bit? Are you all there? I don't know what's going on because like you think I'm dumb and I am not dumb. Ooh, lordy, lordy. King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Queen of Swords. Look at that badass biatch. She's like, what? No, I can like cut you down with a blindfold on. Like, I know what you're doing. I see through you with my big old cyclops eye. That's giving me like third eye. Like your intuition is on point and you know that this person is unreliable, not stable, probably dishonest, disloyal, and could potentially have money problems or be trying to pull one over on you in terms of tangible assets, right? You see through this. Wah, wah, wah. All right, let's get a few from... We gotta go with the Kipper. Main male in the reverse. This would be our sad boy who's been rejected. You guys don't get too caught up on gender. Remember, this can be reversed for you, right? I'm glad you guys think I'm funny. We have family room in the reverse. Yeah, this dude is like, wait, but I thought you were like cool with like cooking and cleaning for me while I, did you wrong. What? Where are you going? No. Whole damn clown. I'm gonna say it for Joanna since she's not here. Message in the reverse. I think this in particular is a heads up that if you continually get caught up in, cyclical conversations with this masculine energy, lying or, trying to like excuse themselves for their behavior, I would give you the piece of advice of smiling and nodding and excusing yourself as soon as you can, because the more you talk, especially if it's a narcissist, the more ammo you give them to potentially prolong that conversation or make this even more difficult, right? Like, cool. Oh, look at the time. Yeah, I've got to go wash my hair. Okay, see ya. I was Joanna. I was just talking about you. All right, we've got adjudication. There's that divorce being finalized. For others of you, this may be pertaining to a person moving out, removing somebody from the lease, getting back money that you are owed. And with the message of concern, I feel like this is going to, I think, the Queen of Wands. It could be for the King of Cups in the reverse for some of you, but I think there's bad news because they tried to avoid maybe a summons. Maybe they thought they didn't have to deal with the restraining order. They ignored something here and it's coming back on them. Like they're just not handling this situation well at all. Courthouse in the reverse. Somebody may even have like skipped town after they were charged with like theft or something. Yeah, we've got somebody who's trying to avoid accountability. Pathway. and coffin. So I think there is an end in the near future for you where you will be able to just put this person in the past. You don't need to, constantly be dealing with their BS. But a big part of this is closing out whatever this cycle is in terms of the legal situation or the divorce, whatever this is. And then I think kind of going no contact or being pretty silent. Some of you may move away. Some of you may just have like a social distance, right? If you have similar friend or social circles, hey, maybe I'm not going to hang out at the roller skating rink every weekend now because I'll run into all of their friends. What a great example, right? All right, let's get a couple more for you. House in the reverse. I'm telling you, there's something here about a living situation. This is basically like the same as the Ten of Cups in the reverse and Great Fortune in the reverse. Yeah, this person's really trying to find a way to make money off this situation or not lose something that they know they have to lose, especially if there's a prenup. That's what we're talking about. Yep. And here's our local garden tool. We've got the feminine energy with the high honor card in the reverse, indicating we have somebody here who was a little bit less than honorable. That's our Queen of Wands right here. So I have a feeling that for many of you, this third party is fouling things up for the masculine energy. They either say something they shouldn't, do something they shouldn't, or like they try to say you did something, but then they track the IP address. Like this person is not bright. Sorry. All right. I think we're going to leave it there before I get my electricity cut from the storm. I'm going to upload a few shorts for you guys, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow morning. Have a great rest of your night. See you guys.